Yo, peace and blessings. Hope y'all doing good. Coming back with another spiritual adventures. And this one is going to be called It's Not Your Time to Go Until God Says So. So, I want to give y'all a little story of why I say that. And, I'm pretty sure y'all been through things that was almost life ending or, a crazy situation where somehow, some way you got up out of it. So this is when I was 12. I was actually going to stay with my stepbrother at his house. This is when they had first moved to the projects in the South Bronx, and that was my first time going to stay over there with them since they moved over there. So I go over there with my father. He drive me over there. He dropped me off, and my stepbrother way older, so that's a long story. But so we get there, we upstairs. My pops talking to him, and my stepbrother wife and all. They all talking. I'm with the kids, so my pops leave and all that, and I'm just there chilling. So then the two oldest ones, the two oldest kids, which would be my nephews, they was old. They older than me by 3 years. It's a long story. I'll talk about that another time. But excuse me. So they was like, yo, let's go outside. So they wanted to take me with them. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we go outside. We outside. They link up with a couple other people in the projects that they know. And, we walking down the block. And in New York City, it's by every project is always a library, the precinct, firehouse, all that. So we we walk down the block towards where the precinct is at. Then the next block is the library. So we by the library, and we just in the middle of the block, just chilling, just regular, just chilling. So one of the friends that they know, he a little further up by the hill. It's a hill right there, and then you go down the hill, and when you go down the hill, it's supermarket. If you go a little further too, you'll be going towards the highway to go to Harlem. But if you go down the hill, go to the right, you go to it's other projects. So it's another projects over there, which they happen to have problems with. So like I said, the dude that they know, he up a little further than us by the hill looking down, and we like I said, we young, so he being young and dumb, and he just yelling out different projects names that he know they got problems with, because he see two people at the bottom, and they just talking to each other at the bottom of the hill, but you could tell they from that other projects that's near down the hill. So he yelling out stupid stuff, yelling out all the projects names on purpose, being funny. Mind you, we over there doing our own thing, just chilling. He just going ham with it. So he just keep going and yelling out different project names that's in the area over there too that he know they got issues with. So he said something that caught their attention. So I guess they started coming up the hill. Cause like I said, we further away from the hill. We just see him just start running. Tell him, oh snap, they coming, and laughing, and he started running. So everybody else started just running. So me, like I said, I ain't wasn't into all out, just chilling, playing ball, doing my thing. So me, I'm just walking like that. I ain't do nothing. Like y'all running. So one of my nephews was like, you better start running. You bugging. So I started running with them. We running. We get to the end of the block and we all made a left. But the oldest nephew and a few other friends they was with, they kept running when they turned left down the rest of the that block. My second oldest nephew and he grabbed me when we turned left and told me to go into the store, which is right on that corner when we just turned left. So while everybody else kept running, we turned left and went right inside that store instead of just turning left and keep running straight down the next block. So me and him in the store, everybody else, we didn't know where they went. They just ran down the block somewhere. So we like, all right, cool. My nephew like, yo, we good in here. So I'm like, all right, cool. So in my head, I'm like, yo, that easy, almost getting caught up in something I ain't got nothing to do with. I'm just outside chilling with them. I didn't even know what was going on. But that's how easy things could change in a New York minute. So anyway, we in the store chilling, and like 5 minutes later, it was a dude that was fat that was with us. He come in the store like 5 minutes later, out of breath, like, yo, they outside, yo, they coming. We like, yo, he made it mad hot. Like, yo, why would you come to the store? What are you doing? So my nephew looking like, yo, man, like, he see me because I'm like, I'm way younger. I ain't got nothing to do with this. He knows it's my first day. So he looking at me like, yo, I can't have something happen to him the first day staying night over here. His pop's gonna kill me. So I'm looking like, yo, what the heck? I'm about to get die right now, and I ain't even do nothing. I can't even go nowhere. Like, it's like, so we leave the store, we gonna get banged out, like in broad daylight. It was broad daylight. I already knew what it was. So my nephew just looked at me like, yo, don't worry, don't say nothing. Just let me do all the talking. I got it. I got you. Trust me. And for some reason, like they said, the eyes is the gateway to the soul. I looked him in his eyes when he said, like, yo, he looked at me and said, yo, I got you. Don't worry, don't say nothing. Just let me say everything. We gonna be good. I looked him in his eyes, and for some reason, that's how I knew it was God, universe, and spirits. When I think back now to that story, that they were always with me. Sun in his eyes just made me trust that, and I said, I bet. So we start walking out the store, and you just see one of the dudes, and it's like two dudes on the left and two on the right. So they all blocking the way to leave out the store as soon as we come out. So it's like a little step once you go into the store. So we standing on that step, and they just all surrounded right there, just looking hungry. And the dude got his hand in his pocket, and you already know what he got. So he ready to just go ham. So hold on, he changed his joint. So he ready to just go ham. And he just like, yo, that was y'all saying all that, trying to be funny, saying all this different stuff. Like, yo, that was y'all being funny. And my nephew like, yo, that wasn't us. I put that on my mother, yo. Whatever dudes that was, we seen them run that way. That wasn't us, yo. That's word to my mother. He like, yo, stop playing with me, yo. I'll do it to you right here. Yo, I know that was y'all trying to be funny. Y'all trying to be funny, da-da-da. He just going on. I'm just looking at the other dudes around him like, yo, they look like lions in the jungle. They was just waiting for him to say the word. They was looking hungry. I'm like, yo, like, it's about to be a wrap. First day over here. What, this is about to end like this for me? Like, come on, man. I was like, you can't do me like this, man. Come on. I'm just saying, come on, God. Like, I can't go out like that. So he just going off and going off. My nephew like, yo, I swear to God, I put that on my. He said, I swear to God, I put that on my mother's grave. Like, yo, that wasn't us. And whatever dudes that was, they went that way. I swear to God, that wasn't us, yo. That's word of my mother, yo. Dude was just looking at him with his hand in his pocket. He's looking mad and tight, like he just wanted to do it right there, broad daylight. And for some reason, he just looked at my nephew, grilled him again, and he just said, yo, come on, y'all, and just ran that way with everybody, ran other way. So I just looked at my nephew, and we started walking slowly to go across the street, and it still ain't hit me yet that, yo, we really just got out there? Like, how? I was still trying to figure that out. How? And when I think back now, I said that was God, the universe, and spirits. Because how? So we walk across the street, and he like, yo, when we get across the street, we're going to run to the project. So we get across the street, then we start running to the projects where they from. And then when we get there, we see my other nephew, the oldest one, and the other friends that went with him the other way. We see them coming down the hill by where their school is at, by where their projects is at. So we see them run down the hill, and they finally get to the projects, and they like, yo, what's good? What happened? Where y'all was at? We was like, yo, we was in the store. We almost got. He was like, yo, for real? He was like, yeah, man. And they just was all like, wow, that's crazy. They was just bugging out when we told them that. So then everybody went their own direction, was going home. We went upstairs to my back to their crib, and I just was like, yo, like, just like that, something could just get you caught up, and you don't even got nothing to do with it. You just with people, they doing something stupid and that easy. You just get caught up in something that quick. Ain't got nothing to do with you, and you can almost lose your life. But that's why I titled it, it's not your time until God says so. Well, it's not your time to go until God says so, because there's many situations I'm pretty sure y'all could, you know what I'm saying, confirm that by different stuff or different things that you experienced where it was almost a near-death experience, life in the experience, or somebody you know that almost had one and something just got them out the situation or they saved their life. So I just wanted to give y'all that story so y'all could look at that perspective like that. And you know, we're gonna keep rocking out with the series, and hopefully y'all keep doing y'all thing. Stay blessed, stay focused, and much success to y'all. Peace.